all full up. Can't carry anymore.
¿Alguna vez pensaste en adentrarte en la selva?
This document outlines the goals and works of the mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Go ahead. I'll be around. I'll wait here for you.
Alguien dijo una vez que si realmente quieres apreciar una ciudad, debes visitar los cementerios. No sé por qué, todos son idénticos. Quizá hay unos un poco más ordenados, con filas mejor dispuestas, y hay otros como este, que se ve más natural y sin planificar.
Y me llaman bruja. Imagínese.
I'm sorry?
Soy herbolaria. Es una rama poco reconocida de la ciencia médica. Y la abuela de ese niño era una saurí andante. Vaya las cosas que la gente ignora y están delante de sus narices.
Some people are afraid to believe in what they can't understand.
Suenas como Isa.
Isabella, the archaeologist. You know her.
Una chica inteligente, buena investigadora y sin miedo a admitir que hay cosas que no sabe. Ella es la que rompió la cruz. ¡Al escalarla! No sé qué tenía en la cabeza. Intenté detenerla, pero ella estaba muy molesta por algo. Molesta y llena de dolor al mismo tiempo.
Do you know where she is now? I'm looking for her.
No lo sé. Después de que la cruz se rompió, ella huyó. Pero no vi en qué dirección. Por el estado en que se encontraba, sabía que no debía interferir. Lo siento.
That's all right. You've given me more information than I had. Do you need some help with this cross?
Sí, pero primero tenemos que quitar a esos niños del camino. No es seguro que estén corriendo mientras trabajamos. Ese ciego embaucador les llenó la cabeza con historias de tesoros. ¿Creen que quiero robárselos?
I'll talk to them.
Oiga,
váyase de aquí. Es nuestro tesoro.
It's getting quite late. How about postponing the hunt until tomorrow?
No, no nos iremos hasta encontrarlo.
Dormiremos aquí si es necesario.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come to that. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, ya le dijimos, no se llevará nuestro tesoro. Manu dijo que si lo encontramos podremos quedárnoslo.
That's a shame. The sisters told me you were very good at sharing, and I do know a lot about treasure hunting.
¿Conoce a las hermanas?
Podría delatarnos.
I won't tell if you won't tell. I have a secret too. I'm the brave adventurer Lara Croft.
¡Ay! No diremos nada, puede ayudarnos. Si encuentra el tesoro, lo dividiremos.
You've got a deal. What do you need?
Manu nos dijo que teníamos que resolver un acertijo para encontrar el tesoro.
¿Es buena con los acertijos?
I'm an expert. Let's hear it.
Quiero que te lleves mis suministros. Me alimento cuando el cielo llora.
Si me enfermo, un pueblo muere.
¿Quién soy?
These collars were used abroad in Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves. There's something there. Looks like there's something here. Fool's gold and costume jewelry. But the kids will love it.
Díganos, ¿encontró algo?
I sure did. Look at this.
¡Somos millonarios! Esperen, esperen. Dijimos que iríamos a partes iguales, así que...
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept any of your treasure.
¿Es en serio?
Absolutely.
No me quedó duda cuando la vi. Dije, una heroína de verdad.
Please, please, it was nothing. I only did what any reasonable person would do.
Gracias por encontrar el tesoro. Vamos a enseñárselo a Manu.
No sé cómo ahuyentó a Diego y a los demás niños, pero me alegro de que lo hiciera. Ahora podemos ponernos a trabajar.
Where should we start?
Por aquí. Gracias por su ayuda y espero que encuentre a Isa. Estoy preocupada por ella. Ojalá supiera para qué intentó Isabela subir por la cruz. Tal vez algo sobre la cruz pueda mostrarle a dónde fue Isa.
There's an inscription. Look through me to find the way.
Hijo de nuestra amada Virgen.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
There's the next cross. Now, this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site. This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in 1544.
¡Qué niños tan llenos de energía! Necesito descansar un poco. No le cuente a las hermanas. Ciertos días me vendrían bien unos tragos, pero la misión no permite el alcohol. Así que tengo que conformarme con los pocos momentos de tranquilidad que logro encontrar. Y si me disculpa...
Su arco es impresionante. ¿Es cazadora? A la misión le serviría mucho una cazadora. Tenemos una invasión de lobos desde antes del terremoto. No puedo quitarles los ojos de encima a estos niños ni por un segundo. Nada más hace unos días vi a este en el camino corriendo detrás de un lobo. ¿Puede creerlo? Dijo que solo quería jugar. Como si los lobos dieran la patita y jugaran a traer palos.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. A heron and an eclipse. The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it. The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart, I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors. This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. Under his wings you may seek refuge. Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on a path. We must be getting close.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother, James, were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way. will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those two Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge. That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Work. The light leads this way.
Looks like the light activated something.
Laura! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. There's a woman in this one. I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky.
Station 5. Jesus falls the second time. Laura, is that what I think it is?
The stations of the cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick?
This must be Station 6.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
They're lifting him.
That inscription. Do not fear
She's
those
wiping
who
his
lie,
face, I think.
but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Jesus, nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks. So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with
I think this is a place of worship for an underground sect.
mummies. Literally. I guess this is the sect from the dead.
ready.
Let's do this. What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then. Bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Ix Chel. Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.